What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Megan and I create fitness and lifestyle content. And lately my baby has been about my gut health, food, fiber, and all of those things. I recently went on a cut and I lost 10 pounds. And while I was on that journey, I also learned a lot about my gut health and fixing some of those issues that I was severely dealing with earlier this year with chronic bloating and constipation and etc. Today I just want to have a chit chat about how to get more fiber in your diet, some of the things that I eat throughout the day. I want to take you through a full day of eating. I also want to talk about some tips and tricks that I do to help me increase my fiber even when I'm on vacation and I am not cooking and I'm not necessarily super in control of what I'm eating, but how I try to make it work. So, a moment of transparency, I already ate part of my breakfast and I realized, oh my gosh, I should film this. So I had a banana, so just a standard banana, and I'm actually going to pair it with some Greek yogurt. This is my Greek yogurt of choice today. It is the BUFFBUNNY vanilla flavor. I think this is my favorite one. I also have strawberry in the fridge too. I want to show you. Strawberry is good too, but I just think the vanilla hits a little bit different. I do like to have flavored yogurt. I just think that because I have a texture issue with like pudding and stuff like that, at least give me some flavor if I'm going to be putting essentially like mush in my mouth. That like grosses me out. So I do like the flavor, but you can opt for non-flavored. I've heard that's better. We can, avoid as much additives as possible, but for me, I'm gonna need a little bit of that flavor. So I'm gonna go with vanilla. Sometimes I mix the two, but pretty much I just go between strawberry and vanilla. I do have my scale here. You don't have to use a scale, but I just kind of like to be exact when I can. If I was out or on vacation, I would not be fussing about whether or not I have a scale. I would just either buy the single package or I would just kind of eyeball it, because at this point I kind of know, what 170 grams looks like, which is one serving according to here. So one serving was 170 grams, 3/4 a cup, and it has 14 grams of protein. So on top of the yogurt, I like to have some granola clusters and also my chia seeds. So my granola clusters, this is from the brand Kind. This has 10 grams of protein, depending on the serving that you do. So I usually go for the 1/3 cup, which is just 5 grams, so it's half. And so that's going to be 30 grams. So I just keep this on here. I zero it out on the scale. And then I'm going to add, oh, this was huge. Might try. Okay. Okay, we'll just keep going. I'm gonna add 30 grams. 29. Oh, 30, 31. The more the merrier. The Kind clusters. So 1/3 cup is 120 grams, 4 grams of fat, 5 grams of protein. And then if you do like the full serving, that's 2/3 of a cup, which is 65 grams. So 260 calories, 8 grams of fat, 10 grams of protein. Oh, and as far as fiber goes, for my serving, the half serving, it's 2 grams of fiber. And for the whole serving, it's 4 grams of fiber. And also, I didn't check, does the yogurt have fiber? No, less than 1 gram. So the yogurt is not our fiber source in here. And then our chia seeds, adding those in. Okay, so about chia seeds, it says that a serving size is 2 tablespoons, which is 26 grams. I've done that before, and I'm not going to lie, that overwhelmed the crap out of me. That was so many little chia seeds. So for me, I just eyeball my chia seeds. Like, I know I'm getting a little some, but 26 grams is crazy to me. I know people do like chia seed pudding, but again, I have a texture thing. I just can't do that. So usually when I eyeball it, I get about like 11 grams of chia seeds, and even that's like kind of overwhelming me. So if I'm having 11 grams, that's a little bit less than half than the regular serving. So I probably have like 2 grams at best of protein here. And then as far as fiber, I have about like, half of the fiber. The fiber is 9 grams, so half of that is like, 4-ish, maybe 3 point something. Okay. And then bananas do have fiber, and I'm not sure how much though. So let me see. 3.1 grams of fiber. So that's 9. So that's pretty good. So my breakfast is having 9 grams of fiber, and it's recommended for women to at least get around 25 grams of fiber. So that's really hard, and you definitely have to be intentional. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I get that every day, because I probably don't. But I do want to stress that you do have to be intentional with trying to get your fiber. You're probably not going to accidentally get it unless you just already have such amazing eating habits. And I'm jealous, okay? Because I am sitting here eating candy and junk and all that stuff, which is not giving you the fiber that you need. So yeah, but if you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and just tend to have a more well-rounded diet, then there's probably a good chance that you are getting close to those fiber goals, and I love that for you. What our lovely breakfast is looking like, just some yogurt, chia seeds, and granola. So I'm gonna eat this. So I just got back from 2 back-to-back vacations. I went to LA and I was there for 4 days. I came back home, spent 3 nights, 2 days here, and then I went to Dallas right after that. And you know how it is. And if you're anything like me, if you've had gut issues or you struggle with just like trying to stay on track with eating when you're on vacation, then you probably already feel anxiety about thinking about that. But I told myself I was determined to try the best that I can do on vacation. There's so many different variables that can affect your gut and your stomach issues when you're traveling. And I don't know all those. I don't know those. I'm still trying to figure them out myself. But I know I've read things about like how flying can affect your gut health, and what you eat the days before you go on an airplane, and just like being up high in the air and what that does, and all of that stuff. So I was like, I don't know if I can control everything, but the things that I can control, I'm going to try to control it. So my goal for the trips that I was on was to, if possible, for every meal that I was getting, try to add some type of fiber to it. So even if it was pizza, if there are some sides I can get, if there is a topping or toppings that I can add to kind of add in that fiber, I was going to do it. It just so happened that when we were in LA, we stayed in an Airbnb. And so we were able to go and like get some groceries. And though we weren't cooking our meals, we were able to have like some of those snacks and things that were helpful. So I made sure to pick up Greek yogurt. I got some protein bars. We got fruit and stuff like that to just kind of keep on us and, be able to supplement throughout the day to help. We got some peanut butter and chia seeds, because I love me a peanut butter chia seed sandwich. And we had those for breakfast and stuff like that. And then when we were out or we were at family's house and they're cooking, whatever vegetables that were up for grabs, I got them. We had zucchini and broccoli and whatever it is, I made sure to add that to my plate. Even if I was eating tacos, even if I was eating pasta or something I really just like wanted, I made sure to add what I needed as well. Because of the gut issues that I have been having over this past year, it was just very important for me to add that. It doesn't matter if I don't like it or don't want it. I need it, so I'm going to add it in. Because I'm still going to have what I want. Don't get me wrong. I'm still going to have what I want, the pasta, the pizza, the hamburgers, whatever, the barbecue. But if I can add something in, I'm going to add it in. When I was in Dallas, I did the same thing. When we were at restaurants, what option could I get that was not only seemed very tasty to me, but also could help me tick off those protein and fiber goals? And sometimes it came down to the fact where I know I'm going to be eating something later that I really am excited about, like pizza. So if there's something that I can get right now that I'm maybe a little less excited about but does tick those boxes, then let's do it. So tonight I know I'm having pizza, and I do want these pancakes for breakfast, but I see that they have this breakfast bagel that has like avocado and tomatoes and egg and cheese and, just stuff like that. I'll just say this is going to be really good to help set you up for the day. If you want pancakes tomorrow, maybe pancakes tomorrow can kind of be your specialty meal that you build around. That's just the type of discipline that I'm trying to have with myself, just because it matters to me more if I can flush this out than whether or not every single meal is like the best choice meal that I, wanted for that day, like the meal that's going to make me happiest. because actually the meal is gonna make me happiest is honestly the one that's gonna take me to the bathroom. Okay, in a good way though. Because being backed up, like if you've been backed up, if you've had trapped gas, you know, like you will do anything. Pass me the broccoli, pass me the beans. I will do whatever. I will do whatever it needs to do to get this out. So that's kind of the bargaining that I do with myself on trips. On top of that, I make sure to drink plenty of water because you also need to flush that out. I'm also trying to get some movement in. So while I was in LA, while I was in Dallas, I was not going to the gym. I didn't go to the gym in the days in between. I'm very tired. I'm still recovering, and I'm not going to go to the gym still for a few days later into this week because I need to recover. But I did make sure I got my steps in. I did a lot of walking. We went on hikes. And so that's also a really great way to help with digestion as well and just help yourself out. So get your water, get your steps in. That is super, super important. Okay, so for lunch, like I said, I just got back from vacation, so the food here is limited. But my fiance did have some leftovers for me, and I'm gonna try to make the best of what we have. So I have some leftover ground turkey here. I'm not sure how much this is, so we can weigh it out. I just wanna know just for protein reasons. Otherwise, you don't, like I said, you don't need to weigh out anything. I just want to roughly know how much protein I'm getting. And I also see that we have some leftover green beans. So I'm going to have ground turkey, green beans, and usually I'll just put that over rice. So I will start some jasmine rice in the rice cooker. And then I think to go ahead and add some more fiber here, I am going to add in this 3-bean blend. It's just from Target. As far as fiber goes, we have our ground turkey. Let's see. Rice, there's not fiber in rice, is less than 1%. And then the beans here, we have 5 grams of fiber per serving, 7 grams of protein, 100 calories. We're gonna have some green beans, so let's check how much fiber is in green beans. So I have the package, I could check, but I don't. We have 3.4, already hitting our double digits here, because having like 17 grams of fiber so far, so we're killing it. We wanna try to go for 10 more if we can, so we'll need to circle back for dinner. So I'm gonna go ahead and start making these items, and then I'll show you the finished product. Yeah. Okay, so our lunch is made. Let me show y'all. All right, so this is lunch. Like I said, we got our beans, there's some green beans, rice, and then at the very bottom there is some ground turkey. Let's see if we can find it. It's like a deep under there. There we go. We got some ground turkey. So another good meal with a decent amount of fiber, nothing too crazy. So yeah, making baby steps. Oh, I also forgot to mention that before I had lunch, I did grab a little snack, which was this Kind bar. I mean, honestly, this really just tastes like candy to me. It's just so good. And there actually is 7, let's see, and it actually is 7 grams of fiber in this bar actually, so we're doing pretty good. So yeah, we're inching closer to our goal, but I'm gonna eat this and then I'll see y'all for dinner. Okay, so it's a little bit before dinner and I had a little snack and I want to show y'all. So first up is my protein. So I'm having the 1UP Nutrition Clear Protein Lemon Italian Ice. This is the best protein flavor in my opinion. Like, it's so good. I like it because it's like a light taste. Like, it's not like super heavy or super sweet. It's just kind of like a nice hint of like a lemonade, Italian ice, whatever that tastes like. But I definitely taste the lemon, and it's super good. If you're unfamiliar with Clear Protein, then all it is literally just a powder. This is what it looks like. It's just a powder. You add it into water and it comes out literally like juice. So it's not like a thick protein or anything like that. And it is literally 20 grams of protein and only 80 calories. So love that. And then in there, I also mix up my creatine. I have the pineapple flavor. I think this tastes really good with the lemon Italian ice. These flavors are so good together. So we have the pineapple, and then I also added my super magnesium in as well, and this is a watermelon flavor. So the watermelon flavor doesn't really affect this concoction, I feel, but all 3 of them taste good together. And I added some ice. The ice just adds that finishing touch. And then I also tried chomps. So this weekend when I went out of town, I tried chomps for the first time. I've been seeing them around, but my friends had them. And I tried the turkey one and the beef one, and the beef tastes the best. I feel like the turkey one, it tastes like turkey, but it kind of tastes like deli meat, like all rolled up. And I was like, it's gonna be a no for me. So I like the beef, so I picked up the beef one, and I actually just got like these like mini ones, like they're called chomplings. So they're like, I guess like half the size of the usual like big one. And in here there's 4 grams of protein, 45 calories. And so it's just a good kind of little like protein snack to just like add. So I snacked on this and I'm having my shake. And then for dinner, we're having steak tacos. So I'll show you all those. So I really like the chomps. There's 6 of them in here. It says 0 sugar. And it has like a mild flavor. I think apparently like there's like other flavors and like more spicy flavors if you want that. 3 grams of fat and no fiber in here, but it is a high protein snack. So I'll see y'all for dinner. All right, so this is dinner. I got 3 steak tacos, 4 ounces of steak, onion and cilantro, and also an avocado cilantro sauce that I really like. This is dinner. Let's see, what is the fiber count on here? So definitely not as much fiber in this meal as the other 2. We'll have some fiber from our tortillas. So per serving, which is 2 tortillas, there is about 2 grams of fiber. And then I know white onions have, at least like 1 gram of fiber. I didn't measure out how much onion I have, but I'm just gonna roughly say I have 1 gram. So that's right, like 4 grams of fiber in this meal, so we'll take it. We did really good on the front half, but all it really matters is that we're trying to be intentional and our other meals are helping us out. So that is dinner. So I'm gonna smack on these. They look so good. They smell so good. And that is all. All right, y'all. So that is the end of today's video. I hope that you found it helpful. The thing about my eating today is that I didn't go through like this list in my head of trying to eat the most fiber-rich foods. I'm really just simply eating what was in my pantry. And it just so happens that out of, practice of just buying more fiber-rich foods and keeping them on deck and diversifying my palate, then it just so happens that I have a lot of options to create fiber-rich meals at any time of the day. And so it really comes down to what you're buying at the grocery store. So like getting those leafy greens, getting those whole grains, getting your yogurts, your chia seeds, and all that. That will be really helpful to making sure that you're hitting that goal daily. If you are trying to diversify your meals, you're likely going to be getting a good amount of protein and fiber in altogether. I'm not going to say that it's not hard or a challenge, but with practice, it does get better. And so definitely give yourself time, be patient with yourself as you kind of embark on this journey. That's super, super important. And just know that if you are looking at this and realizing, like, oh my gosh, I get like 4 grams of fiber a day, unfortunately or fortunately, you're not alone in this sense because a lot of Americans are really behind on their fiber. And again, I'm saying this from personal experience. Your girl was not getting in her fiber, but it has honestly been life changing to be able to be regular and have my digestive system just be a lot happier. It's really important to me, so that's why I'm making videos talking about fiber and being regular because it's just so important. And if you've ever been backed up, you just know that it's just horrible and that's sometimes the only thing you can think about. And so I hope you found this video helpful. I also want to remind you that if you've been on vacation and you fell off or you've had a busy week, please give yourself grace. Just get back up and try again tomorrow and just keep moving forward. So your body is always doing its best to do what it needs to do for you, and it's not going to be helpful for you to stress or think negatively towards it. So just give yourself grace. You deserve it. All right, if you haven't already, definitely go ahead and like and subscribe. Let me know, do you have any favorite fiber rich snacks or foods? Leave it in the comments below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.